can barely hear yourself. Think here. But beyond the growl of afterburners lies a silent reality. The decision is still pending on the mother of all defense deals. $126 fighters for the Indian Air Force, worth at least $12 billion. Almost a decade after the monster deal was first revealed, the end is finally in sight.
And now you shall witness a tight 400-degree turn with a roll over the top.
Headlines: today's defense correspondent Shiv Aroor has flown sorties in the American Lockheed Martin F-16 Super Viper, the Russian MiG-35 and the Swedish Saab Gripen. And now, he becomes the first Indian civilian to take a sortie in a contender that has long been perceived to be the dark horse in the sweepstakes, the Dassault Rafale.
Every time I fly a fighter aircraft, the one thing that stays with me is just what an amazing species the fighter pilot really is. What I've had a chance to do today is basically get a very real first-hand taste of an aircraft that could well be the Indian Air Force's next warhorse, the Rafale.
The Rafale is a truly modern fourth-generation fighter jet, making its first public appearance in India. This French Air Force Rafale, until recently, had been deployed over the Badlands of Afghanistan. To aviation enthusiasts, the Rafale is a brutally powerful airplane built for serious war fighting. A 4.5 generation fighter which shares a heritage with one of the Indian Air Force's existing mascots, the Mirage 2000. A heavy twin-engine fighter jet, the Rafale can fly at twice the speed of sound at high altitudes. The aircraft has a range of 3,700 km and can carry a large spectrum of weapons.
There's a huge amount riding on this one single MMRCA deal. Remember that a decision could actually make or break any of the competitors competing for this very, very lucrative deal. And the situation for the Rafale is particularly delicate. This is a beautiful and advanced modern fighter aircraft, but it has never been exported outside of France, and that makes it an extremely sensitive situation for Dassault, the maker of this aircraft. But remember, that doesn't mean that the Dassault Rafale you see here isn't counted among the most modern fighter aircraft in the world today.
But where the Rafale lacks in export orders, it more than makes up for in reputation. But a reputation won't be nearly enough, because this is truly a fight to the finish. The formidable competitors, the Boeing FA-18 Super Hornet, the Lockheed Martin F-16 Super Viper, the Saab Gripen NG, the Mikoyan Gurevich MiG-35, and an airplane that in many ways caused the Rafale's own birth decades ago, the Eurofighter Typhoon. Once seen as heavy, expensive and underexposed to the big bad world, the Rafale today is perceived to have a greater imperative in the Indian deal than any of the other contenders. Industry watchers say that nobody needs this deal like the Rafale program does. Its future almost completely depends on whether it can emerge on top in the Indian sweepstakes. With Shiv Aroor in Yelahanka, Aditya Shukla, Headlines Today.